Yeah. What I go to, man? What I go to, cuz? Oh, I said, I said, I said. That, sat, back, back, that. Put that back in your mind. You can catch me on the A. Looking J's out the game. With your bitch in my face.
This is no doubt one of the best
Gang.
matchups of the NFL
Back.
season. A battle of
Call him up,
undefeated.
been get my
Two
gun.
teams that have been
And you ain't
dominating
chasing no
opponents
bitch.
all
We
season.
just chasing the
Who will be the
cash.
dominant team in
Had a
this
nigga
one?
in my circle.
It's going to be fascinating to find out. It's the Bills going up against the Dolphins. With that, let's go down to Miami. Standing by, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to picturesque Miami, Florida. Straight ahead, it's a matchup of unbeatens between the Buffalo Bills and the Miami Dolphins. They'll run for the first time with Devontae Freeman. A gain of 3, 2nd down. And the big boys up front in the trenches. What do you think of the O-line, Charles?
I love them because this is a group that's so cohesive. They know what the man next to them is going to do at all times, and they operate as a terrific unit.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Escaping the pressure right. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a 1st down. Well done.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a 1st down.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Wentz, they'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll get it out a couple yards shy of midfield at the 48. A gain of 4 on the play, and it'll bring up a 2nd down. And let's run through the Dolphins' defense.
Whenever we talk about Zach Brown, the first thing that comes to mind is...
That's caught at the 25. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him. And he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. And the pocket's been protected pretty good here so far in the opening drive.
We always talk about confidence in runners and catchers and quarterbacks. How about the protection detail? They're not allowing anyone near the guy throwing the football.
Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, no score on that play, but this guy's been a touchdown machine all year long. You know they trust him with the football.
And the back goes into motion. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. 8th play of this opening drive coming up. This is 3rd down. And the play clock's running down. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. And he'll keep working toward that end zone as he's down to about the 2-yard line. Line of scrimmage, the 2. They can still get a 1st down if they just get a yard out of this on 4th and very short. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Vernon Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Bills take it all the way down the field and score on the opening drive. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This is fielded at the goal line. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol.
Here we go.
They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. Steps away.
Oh, yeah, I see what y'all talking about. He already goes back at it, trying to run, cuz. Hey, your man a fucking fool, man. He's straight at it, y'all. He's straight out. He's trying it already.
The focal point. Runs, catches, blocks, sets the tone for the offense.
Let's get it.
They will not get the connection there. It's incomplete.
That defense. Nah, it wasn't no pick, but that was that D.
I love watching
that D on his ass.
Play. Whether it's covering into deep zones or blitzing, this man makes plays.
On 3rd down, Taylor looking deep downfield, and he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete.
Well, they went for the big play there.
Oh no, ball on my face. Let me play man.
Now Pat O'Donnell, the 3rd-year man from Miami, to kick it away. Back deep is Tyreek Hill. He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt goes out of bounds, and it'll be marked inside the 40. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right?
Man, that was my fault.
Take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Play action. Now Wentz. He's going to fire one deep. Middle of the... That's caught at the 25. A big play here for Buffalo. And even
Odell, man. Odell lit, man. I'm telling you, man.
Pulling that one in from a guy, as we know, who can really blaze. He's got a lot of speed.
And that speed can work for him so many different ways. Sometimes he just takes off and goes, just runs past people. Sometimes you get people to back off so far that you can catch everything underneath. But still, at some point in the game, you probably have to make some contested catches, right? Sometimes you have to go up and beat a defender for the football. He has that in his arsenal as well.
Showed it right there. Again, they'll run with Freeman.
Bro, they just controlled the way he just ran just now. I was trying to run in the hole. They made him run into the back of the line.
It's going to lead him to 3rd down. So 3rd and 7 and an extra defensive back on the field here.
Definitely want to play coverage here.
Now they go screen. It's complete. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. He loses 4, and it brings up 4th.
I love the intelligence the defense just showed there. Read their keys, saw the screen developing, ran to it, and smothered it. What a 3rd down stop by them.
So he splits the uprights there, and I would imagine it's nice as a kicker. Right when it leaves your foot, you know it's good.
Yeah, it's kind of like a golfer that picks up his tee after a nice drive without even watching it land.
Solid analogy. I like it. Yeah, and he'll get it up across the 20 to the 21-yard line. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And the first drive, 3 and out. Second possession, see if they can get a little momentum.
And oftentimes that first drive is just a feeling out process. You have some plays that you've got called and you want to see how defense reacts. It may not go terrific on the first one. Now they're ready to go. They've kind of got to look at them.
Pick. Oh, that's crazy. That's crazy, cuz. Hey, don't do that shit again, cuz. You know that was just luck. Don't do that shit again.
That's good for Miami, 1st down. Carry for Adrian Peterson. Not much there. Maybe a couple up to the 35. The linebacker, David Harris, on the stop.
We always like to talk about defense in terms of levels. 1st level defensive line, 2nd level linebackers, 3rd level defensive backs. On that run, that was what we call a 1st level run, and it was stopped by a 2nd level player.
On 2nd down, Taylor out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him. Now you understand why part of Tyrod Taylor's nickname is mobile. He led the AFC quarterbacks in rushing in 2015, and anyone who thought that he couldn't beat him with his legs, they found out differently.
Nigga, your wide receivers blocked, dickhead. The fuck?
On 2nd down, here's Taylor. Forced out to his left. Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and they'll be faced with a 3rd and inches.
And that's why you do all the drills that you do from the quarterback position, because you're not going to just throw to your strength. The right-handed quarterback naturally will want to move to the right side to throw the football. But sometimes you've got to go left, and that's exactly what happened on that play. Forced to his left, still able to accurately throw it downfield for a completion.
Taylor now to throw on third down.
No good, nigga. You can't. Don't throw it. Don't throw it. Don't do that. Don't do that.
Golden
That shit
Tate, his
dead.
intended receiver. And it's fourth down.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. They come out with one tail.
Nothing. Nothing. My ball, nigga.
Bodies there. Nowhere to burrow through the line on the quarterback sneak. And this defense is going to get the football back near midfield, right at the 48. The drive will start with a carry by Devontae Freeman. And he stopped immediately there. And that right there will set him back a bit on the offensive holding penalty.
And you know who you want to pressure after a penalty like that? The guy who just committed the foul. You want to see if he's going to keep his head down or if he's going to get his head right back into the game. I'd send a blitz at him right away and see if he holds up.
Shotgun now for Wentz. Swings it out to the flat for Freeman. 6 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 2nd and 14. With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Second quarter about to get underway. And a long way to go for the offense here on second.
Yeah, bro, I'm already here. When you play that cover 3, I'm going to throw it right there every time.
Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down.
Oh, my God. He dropped the ball that time, cuz.
Trying to get that in the hands of Devontae Freeman that time. 3rd down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz surveying the field.
Touchdown. Touchdown. Let's get it. Odell again. I baited this stupid ass in.
Odell Beckham, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will extend their lead. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with coaches and they use the term complementary football? Offense take care of the defense, defense take care of the offense.
Ooh.
That didn't happen on the last possession.
Hey, ball up. That shit ain't going to work for too long, cuz. I'm telling you. I'm be on that shit. I just don't be right there the whole time.
Seeing that play and understanding just how tough it is to cover tight ends, especially the ones running around the NFL nowadays, makes me glad I didn't make it in that league. I would have a
pick.
This is intercepted.
Norman, bitch. You the pick, nigga.
And here come the Bills. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense.
And he trucked the nigga. Hey, Josh, showing the fuck off, man. I'm telling you.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, get into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. They come up in an offset eye. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he takes it down to the 10-yard line. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal.
This nigga caught. He just paused the game. This nigga panicking like shit.
red zone this time.
I bet.
And it's 1st and goal now, but still 10 yards to go.
Fuck, almost got out there. Almost.
That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd down.
So if I'm an offensive coordinator, there's one thing that I know for sure. This is one of the top 5 teams in the NFL against the run. So when I look at my playlist, I'm probably thinking about throwing it.
On 2nd down, here's Wentz. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
An extra defensive back on the field here for 3rd and goal. Wentz now on 3rd and goal. Flush to his right. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. It's JPP, 7th-year man, Jason Pierre-Paul. In there to get him for a loss of 9, and that'll lead to 4th down. So out comes a field goal team now for the 2nd time here today. Right hash, 37-yard attempt. And the kick for the 41-year-old is up and good. And the lead now increases to 20-0. So it's a 7-play drive, but it stalls out in the end.
Let's credit the defensive front 7. They were a little leaky at the start of the drive, but they stiffened toward the end.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins offense now heads back on the field. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive.
I can hear my old college coach right now. He always used to tell us before every game.
Big, oh my God, this nigga Cam retarded. He let the ball hit him in the face. This nigga Cam let the ball hit him right in the face.
What they're hoping is that last mistake is their only one of the game.
Coaches,
no bullshit, no, that's another one.
Right?
Minimizing those and maximizing opportunities.
Again, now it's Taylor on 2nd and 10.
Get him! Ah, God, he tried to run again. He couldn't even get out the pocket.
Mitch on Ryan in there to
I bet.
him for a loss
I bet
of
it is.
6. And the defense will try and pin their ears back and get pressure again here after the sack. It's 3rd down. Now it's Taylor. He's got time in the pocket. Now he'll throw
no
deep
good.
left side. He's
oh,
man, complete.
Hey, cuz, if we all see this play, they work. This, the ball just went through him.
Usually hitting a deep post pattern, as we just saw there for a big gainer, that's tough to do because you usually have a safety or 2 in the middle of the field. But if you hit enough crossers and underneath routes and curls, you start to get those guys creeping up, wanting to make plays on the football. It's the equivalent of a changeup in baseball. You show your other stuff, throw the changeup, and on that play, it worked for big yardage.
That was a what the fuck moment.
Not there, not there. After about the 3rd one, he decided he better pull it down and run for it. And he slides down and avoids the hit for good measure.
Dancing to his left.
Get him! Oh my God.
This will be caught inside the 10. 18 yards there, and it'll be a 1st and goal.
On any given pass play, you never know exactly where your exit points are going to be. On this play, he was flushed to his left, still on the run, able to accurately throw the football for a nice 1st down.
They'll run with Peterson. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
With the struggles we're seeing up front for the offense today, they've got to think about changing up their play calling. Some screens, some draws, some quick-hitting plays in order to try and supplement the run game.
And down he goes.
Sack.
Pressure gets him back at the 14. Alan Branch able to get in there and take
I'm
him
liking
down
what I'm
for a
seeing right
loss
now.
of
I'm
3.
really liking this
Following
shit.
the sack, they go from the 13 on 3rd and goal. To throw is Taylor. Being chased out left.
Pick! Oh yeah, thank you.
Picked off by the safety, TJ Ward. And a big turnover there as his
No,
guys
he saw a
will
pick
get the
just now.
football back. Now the Bills offense. offense gets ready. to head back onto the field. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown. I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdown.
Oh, he a man now. I know man from anywhere. That's man.
Looking for the gun. Wentz finding time. And Nelson's got it here right side. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
On 3rd down, Devontae Freeman.
Hey, that was my fault just now. I could have had a first down. I just did some retarded shit.
I know it's the first half, but it's still hard to curb the enthusiasm for that stop. 3rd and 1, and the offense can't get there. The
I don't know,
team's got them very good
they be taking over my running back sometimes.
Out leveraging the offense.
It's a sneak. It's Wentz. It'll be a 3-yard gain, and they're able to pick up the conversion here on 4th down. So a pause here for us as well. Time to pay some bills. We'll come back to Miami after this. And the offense lining up 1st and 10. Now this time, Wentz will throw. Over the middle to Beckham.
Oh, almost. Why the fuck they throw him down, man? You know, nobody catches Beckham in the open field. They just made him slow down because he put the ball.
I don't know about you, but I haven't met a receiver yet that doesn't like to run post routes.
And Odell Beckham Jr., he loves post routes, doesn't he?
He really does, and I think the reason he's so successful with them, as we just saw there, is the intensity with which he runs the route. I mean, even when you know it's coming and you're covering it well, his intensity seems to win the day for him.
Back to the running game. It's Freeman. And he'll get this.
Freeman don't get the job done. My wide
receivers 3 on 1st down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7. And after the play on the ground, that brings up 2nd down here. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down.
That was my fault.
For Nelson, and it's intercepted. Picked up, accelerating,
and
off.
Hey, cuz, they cheating again, bro. I'm right behind them on my quarterback, cuz. Hey, cuz, I'm done with this game, cuz. I'm done, cuz. If you just saw this shit, bro, I was on this nigga back, bro. And it wouldn't let me tackle him. What the fuck, cuz?
They love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting.
I threw it late as shit, man. That was my fault. And then they just...
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in
I might have scored 1 minute now. I got you. It's only
this
right.
is fielded at the goal line. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
It wasn't no pick.
Pretty rocky start in this game for the guy throwing the ball. Already has thrown 1 interception. Almost threw a second one right there. All he's doing right now
that's
is
why I
giving
meant to
the
really
defense
throw
a
it to
whole lot of
him. I
confidence.
just saw that shit, bro.
Wentz. And Hill with it over the middle. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wentz now on 1st down. Caught left side, it's Beckham. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So in the second quarter, he's already up over 100 yards receiving now.
And isn't 100 the magic number for a really good game for a receiver? So you got a chance to really shatter that and have a profound effect on this game. I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it. Once again here on 2nd and 10. It's caught by OBJ. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face third down.
When you see zone defense, you know you got a drag route on as your primary call. You got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
He finds Beckham complete. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
Oh, you was looking at R1? Hold up. What? I don't even remember what play I just ran.
The guys on the defensive side of the ball right now. But you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the side.
And no escaping this time as he'll
yeah,
go down. They got him for a sack. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So as they take it over, we step aside. And Bryant's kick is good. And that will do it for this first half.
I seen that, though. I seen it. I'm not stupid.
With the visiting Bills taking the lead to the locker room. As we send you up to Orlando. And with our EA Sports halftime report, here's Larry Ridley. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead. And we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. Oh, look at the juke. Out comes the Dolphins now. They'll go on offense first here in this third quarter. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. Now Taylor to throw on second down.
Pick. Oh, my God. These niggas are
and
fucking
another
shit.
Deflection there for Rogers Cromartie, Charles.
He dropped another one.
And the parlance of the game today has such length. He doesn't have to be in perfect position all the time. But he can stretch out an arm.
Nothing. Come on, that shit is dead. That shit's strapped.
Quincy Anoon with the intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down.
I bet.
Well, partner, the hit sure looks like a simple route, but I think the issue with it is a lot of time when you're making that play, you're actually working your way back inside towards traffic where the big guys are coming from
on a
inside
late pass
out,
I threw
those
by luck. Hey, you should have saw it. My quarterback was on his ass. He pulled the sack. Hey, cuz, man, these niggas retarded, man.
It's a gain of 6 on the
I hate when they do retarded shit like that. All you had to do was make the tackle.
And move the sticks.
He just let a quarterback finesse it.
Shift together here from the D-line. Back to the ground. This time it's Peterson. And he'll be taken down right around the 34 after a pickup of only a yard. Alec Ogletree in on the stop.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves. I like watching the wide receiver screen because it's a real teamwork play. Because guess what? The guy catching the ball, he'll get all the credit. But how about the people have to block in front of him, either fellow receivers or offensive linemen? That makes that play a really nice timing play, and sometimes it can break big. We just saw another example of really good defensive football, which has led to the cushion that they have in this game. Got to him once again, knocked him on the ground, forced an incompletion.
And they've set the tone. It's one thing to set the tone, another to come in here on the road and set the tone. And he checks this one down to Williams. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. It'll be a gain of 4. And it'll be third down. So it's 3rd and 6, and this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Everyone has their strengths, able to move to their right or their left, being able to throw the football. So that means you've got to work on both because you never know which.
And they take him down. The Bills get to him. It'll go as a sack, a loss of 3, and in turn, it takes us to a 4th down.
Well, the beauty of screen passes is they take a little time to develop, and they can often hit big, but sometimes they take too long to develop, and sometimes you get sacked.
I put a QB spy on him with Cam Trash. That's
to attack a screen.
Typically a blitz, and even though people think that the screen...
Come here, nigga. Give me that shit.
If you have the blitz call and you still cover the
My
screen,
ball.
that allows your blitzers to get there.
Now we take a glance at the offense as they work their way back out for their first possession of the second half. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had a field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Uh-oh. Uh-oh. That boy Freeman. Tote that boy go.
It's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes out there saying, hey, let's get 3, right?
Not one that I've ever met.
He's gonna leave
Let's go, boys. That's man. Hey, cuz I fuck with this nigga Freeman, cuz I fuck with this nigga hard, cuz that boy don't play.
Be a factor in the running game on this drive. Now he gets involved in the passing game.
I think what we're seeing here is the modern version of workhorse in the NFL, being able to run it and catch it with equal proficiency.
A 3-yard pickup on 2nd and 4. Now they'll need to convert here on 3rd and a little more than a yard. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1.
I take another field
goal. Out of the backfield, complete. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
That play was well covered. Just tried to check it down. Unfortunately, not able to find any yardage on that one.
And Bryant's kick is good. And the Bills will add on to their lead. So making 4 out of 4 now in the field goal department, and he's able to extend their lead.
When drives have
man, we ain't trying to hit you. You hit it right there. I'm smart. Shut the fuck up.
And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
I just beat Jeremiah when I was smacked.
Getting set to go here. And on that last drive,
I was fresh off the pack when I beat Jeremiah.
A good job by their defense, though. They held them to 3, but this offense, they've got to be a little bit better, a little bit more careful here.
And sometimes when you see these calls on 4th down, when they decide to go for it, it's not necessarily the coach saying, I believe in my offense. Sometimes the coach saying, I believe in my defense. I can afford to go for it here, because if we don't get it, I don't think we'll give up more than 3. And that's exactly what happened there.
You think that factored in?
I do. I think that he had that in his mind going into the game, that I'm going to be aggressive on offense because I know I've got a defense that can hold up their end.
Anunwa's got it. Complete. 7 yards there. Good enough to move the sticks. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on him. Really well done.
Buying time to his left. He's got running back. It's complete.
He just got that one in,
but not before getting this inside the 30. And now a 1st down following that long gain. Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together. They'll put 2 receivers left, 2 to the right. They'll throw on 1st down with Taylor. At the 7.
Fuck, man.
And they do get him down, but he's inside the 5 all the way to the 3.
In recent years, the slot receivers really gained stature in the NFL because they can do so many things. Yes, they can line up wide like your normal wide receiver, but they have that kind of courage and toughness.
And he takes it into the end zone for the Dolphin touchdown. And that's a big one for AP, his 3rd of the season, but more importantly, 100 rushing touchdowns now in his career.
And what an accomplishment, because when you think about the normal careers of running backs, they're not around long enough to get close to 100 touchdowns scored on the ground. Adrian Peterson, often in a class by himself, one of the best we've ever seen.
This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And after the field goal last time, we'll see what they can get here. At least they got points out of the last drive, Charles.
I've never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted to end with a PAT, right? In this case, a field goal, they'll take it. Way better than the alternative, which is a punt.
Yeah, but you've met fan bases that wanted that weren't happy with that field goal.
I haven't met a fan base yet that wants to drive to end with a kick, other than the extra point. That's it.
And on 2nd and 10 now. They come out here in the eye. Now Wentz surveying the field. He's going to wind up and air it out. And he's unable to grab it. Thought he might have had position, couldn't hold on, 3rd down.
And when all else fails as a defender, when you're not there in the coverage, your best friend is exactly what we saw there. A big play shot taken by the offense. Unfortunately, it ended in a big drop.
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Now Wentz on 3rd down. Looking for his running back, and he's got it. Nothing doing on that one, and it'll be 4th down.
When a linebacker's able to sit at the 2nd level and see things develop in front of him, as soon as he got a hint that the quarterback was checking it down, he just made a beeline directly for the receiver and ended up making the play.
On the return, it's Tate. A nice job on the return there, 16 yards. And it'll be Dolphin football. Out comes the Miami offensive unit now. They get set to take over. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Do they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really look clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
And taking it across midfield and inside the 45. They give them 13 yards there on the play and a fresh set of downs. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Peterson alone in the backfield. Throwing now, Taylor on 1st down. Steps away to his left. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It'll be a gain of 6, and it'll make it 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on 1st down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
On 2nd down, Taylor. They'll lose a yard, and it brings up 3rd. 3rd and 4. Now Taylor.
That was my fault.
Got a man, and he hits him in stride. Back now in Miami. It's Dolphin football, but they trail here as we get set for the 4th. Now Taylor on 1st down. Got an open man. It's a noon one. That throw good for 4. It's 2nd down. 6 yards to go here on 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Taylor.
Pick! Oh my! Hey, cuz. Hey, this gotta be the dumbest nigga ever, fool. Why would he deflect the ball? It's nobody right there.
That's his specialty. Great agility, even though he looks like one of those tall receivers he goes against week in and week out in the NFL.
And the receiver he just went toe-to-toe with there, unsuccessful, as that one knocked away.
The Bills bring out a couple of extra defensive backs to defend this 3rd down play.
Yeah, they're going dime. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 5, and now the question, will the offense stay out there on 4th and 1?
This team doesn't mind running the ball in any situation, and I thought he was going to get the 1st down the way the play developed, but the defense closed in and stopped him just about a yard short.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. Here we go. It's Taylor on 4th down.
He dropped it. Let's go. Let's go.
He had it and dropped it. And the Bills are going to get the football back. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of 1st downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. In the middle of the field, he's got Nelson. And all the way home for
See you later, alligator.
touchdown. Jordy Jordy Nelson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. And that one makes this a 19-point game. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And out come the Dolphins now. And last time out, went for it on 4th down, turned it over, gave them great field position, turned it to 6 points, so they've got to recover here, Charles.
It's amazing what one decision can do in the chain of events, right? The decision to go for it on 4th down, it caused every bit of it, but it showed confidence. Hey, I've got confidence in you guys. Go pick it up for them. Didn't happen. Also showed confidence in the defense. They didn't pick up their end of the bargain, so now they've got to come back out and start over and rebuild that confidence.
Shift together here from the D-line.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial.
That's caught inside the 20.
That was my fault. I overran the ball.
He is down deep.
That's what I like. I like the red zone better anyway.
There will always be a place for methodically marching the ball downfield, but when you can pick it up in big chunks and strike like that and have explosive plays, that's often the difference in winning and losing. Those types.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. DeMarcus Ware in there to drop him for his 5th sack of the year. Now Taylor to throw on 2nd down. Forced out to his left.
Pick! Oh!
That is incomplete. He was looking for Quincy Enunwa that time, and it's 3rd down. And the offense looking to pick up the first down
when I see it,
after the 2nd down incompletion. So it's 3rd and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. Off the play fake, here's Taylor. Steps away.
Pick, there you go.
He's going to be
Another
intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Alec Ogletree. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Freeman, he's been busy today.
Oh yeah, we gone. We gone. Let's get it. Ah!
He's at the 50.
Oh, he just quit. He a bitch, y'all. He a bitch. How about to house that? I bet. I bet. Damn, I... Because be tired, his starter tight ends the fuck out. Hey, Will, can you send this so I get my W, please, sir? Hey, Jeremiah, you want to play me tonight, fool? Me and Jeremiah again. Yeah, right now. Hey, send the invite. Send the invite. Never mind.
She wants to overthrow our love. Maybe too much ain't enough, and we won't make it out alive. She's got a rebel heart. She's had it from the start. Out there on the run again. She's got a rebel heart. One day she's gonna fall. She's got a rebel heart.
Hey, Jeremiah, how you lose the ball up though? All you gotta do is play QB spat, fool. That shit is done. We tied their ass out. They had to get out the game. Shut your bitch ass up. I just made you quit like a bitch. Hey, when I looked at that, that's what made me, I was like, oh yeah, I'm about to fuck his secondary up. I'm like, he got D Hall. It's old, slow ass. I'm waiting for Jeremiah. Fuck, he left. He must be making trades or something. I know what Jeremiah doing. He pulling Dez out there.
Baptized in muddy water, let me hear you say, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain, let it rain. Listen, about to get done. Dirty South, about to show you what it's all about. You don't worry, it's a rowdy crowd. We ain't scared, we're still throwing down. We gonna tap, light that fire. We gonna crank that country. Pass that, let's get Thursday. Listen
93. Next year he gonna be 92 with his old ass.
Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley, and this is the NFL on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. And they'll be up against a Pats team that will need to avoid those turnovers. Set for the call of this Week 8 matchup. Let's bring in our commentators.
Yeah, we playing on the clear day, Jeremiah.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Now a first carry for LeGarrette Blount. And he'll take this up near the 35, maybe the 34.
First play of the drive. Let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking. But the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
They'll run again with Blount. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Give him 11 yards that time and a new set of downs.
Let's just go ahead and state the obvious. You're going to want a big game out of that guy. Big-time run to get things started. But even more importantly, coming in on the road, trying to silence the crowd, take them out of it a little bit, slow down the emotions of the game, and get yourselves under control and feel like, yeah, we're going to be okay on the road.
Now a toss play to Blount. Takes to midfield, but no further. Just a yard there. A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And now this offensive unit, we get a look at their starters. They put up good numbers last week, looking to carry that forward.
Yeah, Brandon, they saw the numbers from last week. They expect to at least replicate them. They think that they can put up bigger numbers this week. They are a confident bunch.
And he's able to get it to the 33. Good enough for a first down. And give him 17 yards that time, as that'll move the chains.
It's so important to establish the running game early in a contest, because when you do that, that just opens your playbook so big for your offensive coordinator. And to be frank about it, they like calling pass plays better than they like calling running plays. And with the way that they're running it right now, it's going to open things up to do whatever they want through the air as this game goes on.
And the linebacking core could certainly be crucial today.
They do everything really, really well. Fly to the football, defend the pass, you name it, they do it, as well as set the defensive front.
And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. That second down run, a big help. The 7 yards leaves him with just a 3rd and 3 now. It's been a 7-play opening drive, and this is 3rd and short. Play action. It's Romo. And that's caught by Tammy. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a first down.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there? Freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Possible run anticipation. Here's the D-line sandwiches together. Too quick to the trigger that time. Neutral zone infraction, and that'll cost him 5 yards. And the 8th play on this drive coming up. They'll run it here with Blount. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
One thing I know, defensive coaches love it when they don't have to invite their players to the party. This strong safety, you never have to ask him twice to help in run support. He's going to arrive and in a bad mood.
Now a carry for Blount. And here he'll get it down to the 7. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it leads to a 1st and goal.
That's a good, nice, crisp run for a first down. I wonder if the defense might have been loosened up a little bit, maybe anticipating a pass instead of the run that they got.
1st and goal. Defense with their backs again. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Pats have taken the early lead. And he's got it up and through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. They'll try to run for the first time with Freeman. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down.
Yeah, that wasn't a big run, just a short one there. But guess what? Sometimes you treat it like boxing. You throw that jab out there, and you throw it again, you throw it again, then you come with a big punch later. Maybe they're just trying to set them up.
Across the 30 to the 31-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup. That's going to set up an interesting third and about 4 to go. From the gun on third down, Wentz. And a loose football. They'll call it luck or skill, whatever the case is. They're feeling good about just keeping the football there.
Yeah, the biggest thing that they're calling it now, power ball. I mean, they don't care if it was luck or skill. But the panic that jumps up in your chest when that ball's on the ground, whether you get it or your teammate gets it, just as long as you maintain possession, that's all you're looking for.
And here are the defensive starters, and their coordinator is hoping that they have short-term memories from last week.
A very tough week indeed, Brandon. All they want to do now is be solid right out of the gate. No big plays given up early.
Oh, nearly picked. And maybe lucky there. This guy doesn't drop many defensively. Third down.
Oh, man, that was close. The opportunity to change momentum, big play, right in his hands, unable to come down with it.
A sigh of relief, no doubt, on offense that fell harmlessly to the ground. Going up top, and incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up fourth down.
I'm laughing to myself because I could just hear in film session, but, Coach, I was throwing to Odell Beckham Jr. Of course I thought he was open.
They'd love to go deep downfield to him, though. Such a threat.
Yeah, a rare incompletion because most of the time we expect him to actually come up with the catch.
All right, here we go.
And now whistles and a flag, and I think we got a jump here. And how about the call here? They need 2 yards in their own territory on fourth down, and they're going to go for it. They'll run it. Freeman. And a minimal gain here as he's up to about the 47-yard line. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. Now Blunt. And he'll get this down only to about the 46. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Tough day, tough sledding right there, and it's been that way the entire game. Not a whole lot of room to ramble for him.
Yeah, you're right. It's been that way all afternoon. Didn't get a whole lot better there. Blunt, the lone running back. Romo going for the deep ball. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And he'll bang that one through. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Bills getting set to go. And last time we saw them go for it in kind of an unusual situation. It's not like it's a fourth quarter do or die. They went for it, didn't get it. We'll see how that affects them this go-around.
Partner, I'm wondering if we're starting to see the effects of analytics coming into play here, where people are studying the number of possessions, how many times you should go for it, what position it leaves your team in. Maybe we're starting to see a little bit of that creeping into the NFL game.
Yeah, I think we've seen it in other sports, maybe into the NFL now as well. Second down following the run. And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. They'll send Beckham alone to the left side. Here's Wentz to throw. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a third down. So here we go, a third down after the second down pass completion.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid game.
It's a gain of 4 there, and it gives him a new set of downs.
I don't know about you, but that almost felt like old-time football there. 3rd and 2 is not necessarily just a running down anymore. A lot of times they want to throw the ball. They went back to the roots and powered forward and got the first down.
And they went big on first down. Proves unfruitful.
What I loved about meeting with these coaches before the game is we didn't even have to ask any questions. They told us that they were going to be aggressive and push the ball downfield. They weren't successful on that play, but look for them to try it again later.
On 2nd down, Freeman. And an alley to run. 12 yards there as they move the chains. And the man who helped Florida State to a national title in 2013, Devontae Freeman, reeling off a nice run.
I remember when he came out of school and I was evaluating him for the NFL draft. I loved a lot of his game. Run it, catch it, block. But I loved how hard he played. He played every play as if it were his last, and that ran him to the Pro Bowl after the 2015 NFL season.
A nice pickup there of 11 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, but what a nice job improvising, finding other options, and completing the pass anyway.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. Eluding the pressure right. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. The Bills offense now, they get set to head back on the field. And last time, not only the turnover, but that turned into 6 points. They got to make up for that here.
We always hear about empty possessions, but some are worse than others. You can have an empty possession, pump the ball away, get yourself set to play defense, but when you turn it over, it changes momentum, and when they take it downfield and punch it in on you, that's a bad possession all the way around.
Yeah, but you're hungry to get back out there, aren't you?
You better be, because otherwise, it's going to be a long day for you.
On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. And he dropped it. Now it was tipped. Altered the ball a little bit, but he dropped it. And now 4th down. So on 4th down, the Bills call on the punt unit. And Colton Schmidt back deep, Jakeem Grant.
Oh, let's get it. Ah, dickhead.
With Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. 2nd quarter about to get underway with the Bills in possession as they take over following the punt with a 1st and 10. And they'll start this drive with very good field position. This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And that play is blown up, losing yardage back at the 35. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down. Now Wentz throwing on 2nd down. Oh, it's a screen pass. That's complete. Give him 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is it not? With his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle, he can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways, all right? You don't have to be his height to make a great play, but what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And the 14-year trusty veteran able to knock it through, and they will get themselves on the board here at 14-3. So a good snap, good hold, and that one's right down the middle.
Never in doubt. Just the way you used to hit them, Brandon.
Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in a touchdown looked pretty good, so they'll be hoping to do that once more.
Man, it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Boy, that's a lot of sirloin steak to be taken down for no gain, partner.
Are you trying to suggest that he is a huge man?
He is
not just a big man, a huge man.
Big boy.
Well, how about the credit then for the defense to be able to chop that big tree and put him on the ground?
I know back when you played, it took 4 of you to take a guy like that down, right?
Well, that's for sure. And you know what else? I didn't want to challenge him at dinner either. That's a nice play by Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie. Excellent body control, a tall corner. who often has to really do a great job of bending his knees to stay with his receivers. He just did a nice job there. The man they call DRC got a PBU for pass broken up.
Look at you, Mr. Acronym. He's going to try and go deep again. So they took a shot there on third down, couldn't get it. Now it's fourth.
Help me out, partner. Was that incomplete?
That was on a deep ball to Dez.
And that's a surprise. The way he attacks the football in the air, it's always surprising to me when he doesn't complete a pass like that.
And taken right at the 35. It looked like he might beat that last man. He doesn't, though, but it goes as a 32-yard return. And the Bills are going to take over in great position here with a 1st and 10. Freeman, the lone man in the backfield. Now they'll run it on the toss. And his rough afternoon continues. He's going nowhere again. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
When you're putting together a formula for winning defense, it's exactly what we're seeing in this game. Controlling the line of scrimmage, attacking, and changing everything so that now they're playing in the offense's backfield. They're playing an excellent game. And after that completion, you can understand why so many teams in the league are emphasizing speed on defense at every position. The tight ends have created so many tough matchups now. If you can't run with a tight end as a linebacker, this is going to be the result every time.
1st and goal from the 8. They'll run here with Freeman. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature to make sure you don't get hurt.
Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Toward the left sideline, but it's incomplete. He was looking for Odell Beckham that time. And now it's 3rd down. Third and goal from the 5. Maybe a little play action situation coming up. No gain on the play that time, so a big stop, and it's going to leave them with a 4th and goal.
Okay, offense, you've gotten down close, but it's still just the 2nd quarter. I say take the 3 points. Plenty of game left to play.
And Bryant's kick is good. And a 2nd field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the drive takes them inside the 10, but it ends with just 3.
And a nice job defensively to rise up and make sure they didn't get in.
Now the Patriots gearing up to go now. They've got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. The big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. So what will they do? On the ground, through the air? Let's see. 2nd and 9. Now it's Romo off the bootleg. And complete on the right side. It's Tammy. No gain that time on the completion, and it'll be 3rd down. Well, he caught it right at the line of scrimmage, and before he could even think about advancing it forward, he got hit.
Great tackling, because that's what you're taught. Don't give up yards after the catch, and most offenses make a living off of yards after catch. Those hidden yards that may not go into the score sheet, but they count big for moving the ball and stretching the field. Really nice open field tackle.
And that's caught by Tammy. Well, we saw the practice film this week. They wanted to focus on these intermediate passing plays, and it paid off there.
And they took that focus not just to the practice field, but in the film room to show the guys exactly what they wanted, what types of looks they should expect to get, and how they would beat those coverages each and every time, and it paid off on that play.
And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Third and long here. It's Romo. He's going to look deep down the field. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a fourth down. Here's Pat McAfee now as he'll kick it away for the second time. Nice job bringing that one back. 14 on the return. And the Bills will take over the football with a 1st and 10. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Now Wentz. Now they set up the screen. That's complete. Give them 5 on the screen play, and that'll set up a 3rd down. 2 minutes to play here in the first half. Back to Buffalo after this. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. Open man, it's Vernon Davis. It'll be a gain of 16 and give him a 1st down as well.
And he's the epitome of what we call the move tight end. A guy that you can line up anywhere. In the slot, out wide, in tight. Doesn't really matter because he has such great skills. You want to utilize him in all aspects of your passing offense.
And there he was in the slot for the catch. On 1st down, Wentz. Caught by Nelson left side. 5 yards on the catch there. Brings up 2nd down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Again, it's Wentz. Caught right side, Davis. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. 5 yards on the pickup, and that's going to make it 3rd down and less than a yard. Wentz going to try and throw on 3rd. It's caught. Nelson. And he's got the 1st before he's brought down at the 39-yard line. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Wentz now on 1st down. Caught left side. It's Beckham. A gain of 6 there on 1st. 2nd down now after the pass completion. And quickly they get to the line.
In so many ways, throwing the hitch route is actually one of the safer things an offense can do. Get the ball out to the receiver as fast as possible. Hope he's got man-to-man coverage. And hope that his athleticism wins on the perimeter.
It's a 10-yard pickup, and it moves the chains.
I know exactly what's going to be said about that play from the defensive perspective.
What's that?
That's why I tell all you guys we need more than one tackler to the ball. He broke the 1st tackle. Luckily enough, there were more people there to get him down.
All right, now look at 56. Look at 56.
On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. He's got time. And he is into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Oh, how about this? No good. Just his 2nd miss of the year. And our score will stay right where it is. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will be a touchback. Last year would have come out to the 20. This year they'll move it out to the 25-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
They start on the ground here with Blunt. And he'll work his way across the 30 to the 32. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. It's just their 1st, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down. And on the outside, they're playing press coverage. Again, here's Blunt. And he'll They'll get this up only to about the 33. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2. Now the Bills will take another timeout. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. 2 yards to go here on 3rd down. Third and 2, it's Romo. He sets to fire deep. This is
oh my God.
15.
Oh my fucking God.
Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve. They go play action here on 1st down.
Pick. There you go.
Picked off by the all-pro corner, Josh Norman. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the 1st half. Josh Norman with a pick. He can be such a tone setter for a defense.
His confidence has grown from his first snaps in the NFL. Found his place, found his way, and now everyone just wants to avoid throwing the football in his direction.
Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. And unless this is a quick incompletion, this is likely the last play here of this 1st half.
Got it.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to be taken down here as that will lead us to the end of the 1st half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you down to our EA Sports Studios in Orlando, where we find our man Larry Ridley with our halftime report. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. Tyreek Hill on the return. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Out come the Bills now as they'll go on offense first here in this 3rd quarter. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this in intermission?
Typically what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the 1st half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the 2nd half, and we got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. And the offense looks to pick up the first here on 3rd after that incompletion. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. They complete it to Hill. A good pickup there at 22.
Well, we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered, but how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a 1st down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I will hear about that from him soon.
You a real nigga.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. 2nd down and 10.
But I ain't wearing this shit.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down.
Oh my God.
He goes. They bring down Wentz on the sack. Cameron Jordan
They must be
in there
talking
to
in
get him.
mouth.
And that's sack number 12 for him on the year. From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz over the middle to Beckham. And to the 42-yard line here and brought down there. They do get 10 back, but still a ways to go on 4th.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the 1st down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
And a tough ask here. They're going to go for it on 4th down and 9.
All right, now, lucky 56. Lucky 56. Gone. Hurry up, here we go. Green, 30. No. Check. Patriot.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. It's Hill, complete. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Patriots take over. They're going to have terrific field position. So here are the Patriots now. They get ready for their first possession of half number 2. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they did have some.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Des Bryant high in the air to bring it in. And the Patriots.
Oh. Y'all just seen that, right? Y'all just seen that. Y'all about to see it in the broadcast. Y'all saw what just happened. Y'all saw what just happened. I ain't leave. Y'all just seen it. You just saw it, cuz. I ain't never leave a little screen. Who lost connection? Damn, oh.
With my whole squad and don't need the R&R to New grill and a bunch of snacks. And where we going, you don't need a map, you don't need a nap, you don't need jack. Except lots of people, some very loud speakers, cold drinks and good.
Hey, Jeremy, you got work in the morning, cuz.
One thing, good vibes only. I just tapped, I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks, let's blow some down. Tonight I'm going stupid.
Jeremiah lagged out.
We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey, what you wanna do? Think about to do it. Think about to do it. Do something crazy.
Down. Do something crazy.
Do something crazy. I'ma fill my cup. Got fireworks.
Hey, Jeremiah, why you keep leaving, fool?
Tonight I'm going stupid. Doing things I've never done. We all got one thing in common. We just wanna have fun. Hey, what you wanna do? Think about to do it. Think about to do it. Do something crazy. Call it, Babe Ruth ball it. Your boyfriend's got a cauliflower and I'm so sue me. Who you, Judge Judy? Stacking the rubies. If life was a movie, then you could just call me the Goonies. You're not relevant. Trolling on the internet, no respect.
Jeremiah, come on, cuz.
Parents' basement yet, big neck. Come on. Can you hear me now? Can you hear me now? If you like it loud, we can make it loud. Can you hold it down? 'Cause we can hold it down. Yeah, you can hear me now. Yeah, you can hear me now. Turn it up to 11. Blow it up straight to heaven. Drop the big beats so they gotta listen. Yeah, you can hear me now. We're just a couple of weirdos coming to your city, sending bass into your earlobes like your bleached out hairdos. We glowing in the dark, got the spark, about to flare the fuse. That's just how we do. Geronimo, parachute, skydiving off your parents' roof.
Wow. Yeah, you got some gas? I might come cop a ground.
We be the dudes who just come over to water the lawn.
Yeah, I'm gonna let you
We
know.
don't say hi, we just come over to walk your dog. We nice like that, we super nice
I might
like
have call you
that.
right back. Hey, Jeremiah. It still ain't working. I might go cop this J, Mo. Fuck. Click play now. Click it right now. Yeah.
I'm Larry Ridley, and this is Madden 17 on EA Sports. In today's game, passing may come at a cost. The Bills are #1 in forcing interceptions, and they'll be up against a Patriots team that will need to avoid those turnovers. The opening kick is straight ahead, so it's time to turn it over to my colleagues, Brandon Guyton and Charles Davis with the call. Gentlemen.
All right, Larry, thank you very much. We are pleased, as always, to be bringing you coverage of the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a Week 8 matchup on tap here between the New England Patriots and the Buffalo Bills. Blunt, the lone running back. Now a play fake here on first down. And it drops down incomplete. Thought he might have had it. Instead, second down. And the offense on the field for the first time today, and they were high-powered a week ago.
And they're beginning to believe that they've established a groove. They expect those type of performances each and every week. Running it, throwing it, they're precise.
And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
But when it comes to the running game, the New England Patriots, they're one of the few teams in the NFL that I don't think care much about balancing things out.
Last year, to your point, 5th in passing yardage, number 30 in the run game. What
they want to do each and every week is make a game plan based on their opponent, not so much their own personnel, and they try to attack that way.
And he's able to find Diggs.
We
heard them talk before the game about utilizing the intermediate passing game this week. It works for them there. They move the chains.
And we saw them work on it in practice as well. And most teams take a period at a time to work on different things. They put a couple of periods of work into the intermediate passing game, and now we know exactly why. They got the look that they were seeking, and they were able to take advantage of it.
And we take a look at the Bills' defense.
Dominique Rodgers-Cromartie is one of those tall corners that fools you with his ability to change directions. DRC can play.
Screen pass to Blunt. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area. And they want him involved, just as you said. They want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting. Anytime a team goes on the road, there's always that little bit of fear that maybe they can be affected by the hometown crowd. But this is where game planning really came into play. They talked about it all week. Go in there, establish yourselves. Well, that run right there, that slows down the crowd and gives them a lot of confidence.
Working his way for a gain of 7 to the 26.
This drive is turning into an extended one, and the guy carrying the ball, he's becoming more like a body blows guy. Every carry is putting some damage on the defense. So after a while, I'm not too sure how many guys are going to want to run up and tackle him.
And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone.
So many teams want to throw the ball in this situation nowadays, but I love watching a team that has enough confidence to go ahead and run the football. In that situation, that's almost a tendency breaker.
They go play action here on first down. And he'll just throw this one over in the way of the security crew. Incomplete here.
Let's face it, perfection is something we all chase, whether it's playing this game or whatever we do. Hard to attain, but that's what they were searching for as that pass goes incomplete.
Here's Blunt. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. Just a gain of a yard there, and now it'll be 3rd down.
It's really simple to say that they know their identity, that they are a passing team. But one of the reasons that they're so successful, they know how to mix in the run and make sure that they keep the defense off balance and not able to just simply say, let's go get the quarterback and disrupt things.
It's caught. Left side. Tammy. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. The Patriots will bring on the field goal unit.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he could scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And Charles, they get the field goal. Took him a dozen plays, though.
Work with me on this one. You know what I'm about to say, right? Bend but don't break. That's what came into play here for the defense. 12 plays were run at them. They only gave up 3 points. In a lot of ways, that's a win for the defense.
They come out here in the eye. The first carry for the tailback, Devontae Freeman. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. And here's a look at the starting offense. And they still need 8 yards for the first here on 2nd down. Shift together here from the D-line. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Freeman again. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. And they'll lose a yard that time, and that's going to lead to a 3rd down.
Khalil Mack's no different than any other player in the league. He's always looking for respect from his peers. I think when you make all-pro at 2 different positions, you get big respect.
First guy ever to do that, by the way, and 2nd in the league behind J.J. Watt, 23 tackles for loss last year. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue. And at his size, he's a smaller back. You can get him the football. He can kind of get lost, make someone miss. It's good for him.
Yeah, it's great for him. I like what you said there. Sometimes he gets lost in the traffic a little bit, but get him out in the open field into some space. That plays to his strengths the best and keeps him out of it where all the big boys are, you know, make someone miss in the open field.
They'll run it now out of the gun. So from the 40 to the 45, 5-yard run.
And once again, leverage wins. The offensive line, lower than the defensive front, they moved them and found some good space for the guy carrying the ball.
Time running out here on the play clock. Throwing now is Wentz. And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. It's a pickup of 16 there, and it'll lead to a new set of downs.
And there's a completion to the tight end. And look at the size of these players nowadays. At that spot, 6'4", 6'5", and up. A lot of guys used to be basketball players, somehow came back to football. And that's really good for the game of football. You're getting better athleticism, great hand-eye coordination, guys who know how to control their bodies when they run their routes.
Play clock winding down. Wentz to throw on 2nd down. Dumps it off to Lewis. And they'll get this one down to about the 20-yard line. Give him 10 yards on that one, and that'll earn him a fresh set of downs. And the defense with their backs against the wall a little bit here as the offense is in the red zone. Into the red zone. Wentz. It's Hill. Complete. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie. So, and he takes it in across the chalk for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Bills have taken the early lead. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And last time,
Jeremiah, I like your new game plan better. Keep running.
Six, but they got at least something. They mustered something out of the
way better.
They'll take it. I like the way you've described it. Not ideal, but they'll take it. Anything to put some points on the board. But this time on offense, they don't even want to see the field goal kicker trot on the field. They want that ball in the end zone.
Yeah, they'll be going for 6. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, it's the Patriots in possession to begin quarter number 2. They've got it 2nd and 4 to start things out. Now a play fake, and it's Romo. Left side caught by Diggs. And he's taken down, but not before he gets this into enemy territory across the 40. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. On the toss, this is Blunt. And he's got room. And he's going to get this inside the 30. A nice pickup there, 10 yards, and it'll move the sticks.
Absolutely love the run right there. This guy's known for his quickness, but also for his speed. And he's able to get to the 2nd level almost before you blink if you give him any type of blocking. Always talk about slot receivers, and they're usually known as quicker than fast. In this case, we've got a guy who's quick and fast, and he used it to great advantage.
Well, there was no blitz. That was just a draw play that, to be frank, didn't fool anybody.
Did we hear the entire stadium screaming draw? Because it felt like everybody was all over that play, and the defense won that battle.
Blunt, the lone running back. Here's Romo. Screen pass to Blunt. And he'll get it down this time to the 17. It'll be a pickup of 8 on the screen, and it sets up a 3rd down.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. Short of the sticks after that completion, and now it's 3rd down for this offense. They'll fake the handoff. Now Romo. Incomplete on the right side. It's Tammy. And he's able to pick up the 1st down before he's tackled right at the 10. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. And they'll let the fullback try and take him home. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal.
Check.
Possible run anticipation here as the D-line sandwiches together.
Here we go.
To throw on set. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Alec Ogletree coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8.
So they were stopped trying to run the ball on 1st down. Now they take a sack on 2nd down. The offensive coordinator's got to find a way to flip the script on the defensive coordinator because right now the defense has the advantage.
And let's see 6 defensive backs out there. They're in the dime here on 3rd and goal. 3rd and long here. It's Romo.
Wow, that was my fault. Man, I clicked off the middle linebacker, cuz.
Stephon Diggs with touchdown number 7 on the year. And once again, the Patriots are back out in front. And this one through the uprights and good. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Back onto the field now comes the Bills offense. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are...
Devontae Freeman, they're not going to get him. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. Devontae Freeman with his 13th touchdown of the year and 2nd of the game. And the Bills have once again taken the lead. Here's Bryant for the extra point.
I bet, but you died.
And that makes it 14-10.
And why you dive then? That was you that died?
After the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7.
Okay.
And he'll take this across the 25. Couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Now the Patriot offense set to take over again. Last time they were out, they scored. Still trailing here, though, so some work to do.
But it's okay in terms of mindset. Because they scored the last time, they're not quite as worried about being down on the scoreboard because now their confidence is a little bit higher. They feel like they got something going, and they feel like they can attack again and put more points on the board.
Are you scoreboard watching if you're the offense, or are you just focused on this drive?
We wouldn't be telling the truth if we said that they didn't scoreboard watch. Everyone does it to some extent. But you've got to set it aside right now and just focus on this series. That'll take care of the scoreboard if they punch it into the end zone.
Will the defense dial up the pressure? Let's see. 3rd and 11.
Here we go.
Throwing on 3rd down. Romo. And that is incomplete. Des Bryant, the intended receiver. And 4th down coming up.
But no second guessing the call here. It was 3rd and long, so throwing the football was probably the smart play to try and pick it up. But they don't get it, and now the defense goes off the field feeling pretty good about themselves, gaining some momentum as they force them into a likely punting situation.
Oh, he'll field it in the end zone. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. They'll run with Freeman here to begin the drive. And he's going to lose yardage here back to the 14-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
Look at that play by Khalil Mack. Another tackle for loss. I don't know how you game plan against him because he can do a little bit of everything, and he does it with such an explosive flair, too.
Wentz now to throw, and this is incomplete. So a second down incompletion now brings up third down. Now Wentz on third down. He's got time in the pocket. And this is going to be incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
And a fair catch is taken here a step or two inside the 45-yard line. And they call it 38 yards on the punt, no return. And the Patriots take over. Out comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
And ready now for 2nd and 9. They come out here in the eye. Now a handoff here to his running back. A good gain of 14 there, and it moves the chains.
There's no doubt that his size is a factor, but I've seen a lot of big running backs in the league not have that kind of impact because they don't run like a big back should. Get behind their pads, as they like to say, lower center of gravity, and knock people backwards. Sometimes they run too upright and take too many hits. Not this guy. He knows how to get low, break tackles, and gain additional yardage.
They'll give it to him right up the gut. And they've got it in the red zone now, down at about the 19. 9 yards is the pickup there, and they'll have a 2nd and 1.
Some runs are blocked so well, you almost forget that someone has to carry the ball to gain the yardage. The leverage by the offensive line to create space up front, really well done.
And he'll get it here to the 10-yard line. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up 1st and goal.
2nd and 1, and people want to run the football. This is where every back in the league is supposed to do exactly what we just saw there. Pick up the 1st down.
Now they'll run it on the toss. And he's in. Touchdown, Patriots. LeGarrette Blount, his 6th touchdown of the season. And the Patriots have retaken the lead.
Oh, my God.
Solid job up front. Really just a solid job all the way around to get that one in.
That was well executed, wasn't it? Well blocked, well run. End result, 6 points.
Touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. And here come the Bills. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I pressed. That was over.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe you try and find one of those special plays for one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Wentz will try again on 2nd down. And caught by Cameron right side. 1:59 to go in the 1st half. Back to Buffalo after this.
Here we go now.
From the gun on 3rd down, Wentz. He finds Beckham complete. Give him 8 yards on the play, and they pick up the 1st. And now they're in the hurry-up.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the 1st down. And that's what he just did.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Once again here on 2nd and 10. And bringing it in right side here, Beckham. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down. And they're going to speed things up here. Wentz looking to throw on 3rd and 2. Finding time. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield. Complete. They give him 27 yards on the third down conversion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height. Sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Now let's go. Green, 39. Green.
Again, they'll throw with Wentz. Dancing to his left. And it's incomplete. His tight end, Jordan Cameron, the intended target. That'll bring up second down. Wentz to throw again. And that one got tipped. Kind of threw everything off. It brings up third.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
To throw is Wentz. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And now out come the Patriots. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
The drive starts with a handoff to Blount. And he goes nowhere. He'll loop. And now the Bills are going to stop it as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Gun. Set. Black 35. Gun.
To throw on second down is Romo. It's caught left side, Tammy. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. Here's Romo. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
So 2nd and 10 here. They come out here in the eye. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's brought down. That one good for 16, and the drive will continue. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Now a play fake here on first down. He's going
wow, what the fuck? Where's everybody?
Touchdown, Patriots. Dez Bryant, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. And the lead will grow by 1 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Patriots offense now, they work their way back onto the field. And this is a spot late in the clock near midfield, though. Maybe take a couple chances, see if you get in field goal range.
You do that if you have trust. And this should be a position now where the great ones, they relish this opportunity to try and put points on the board.
He's going to loft one deep over the middle and nearly picked it off. He had a chance to come down with that in the end zone, but it'll wind up just being incomplete. Offense still needing 10 yards. Second down. They come out 5 wide. 3 of them to the right side. Second and 10. Romo once more. And
oh my God.
Incomplete with a clock showing just 3 seconds left.
When defenses get to the quarterback that quickly, a lot of times it's called a jailbreak. It wasn't quite that fast, but fast enough that he had no time to look downfield and set himself to throw the ball. And as he tried to do that, he was hit, and it forced an incompletion.
Now Romo. He's going to sling this deep downfield. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. So at halftime, it's the Patriots with the advantage. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry, both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5.
Oh my God, could it be working? They just called him. Oh my, that's some bullshit, cuz.
And he takes it all the way, but there is a flag.
I just read the kick return back, bruh. They just called a block in the back. That bitch shit.
On first down, Wentz swings it out to the flat for Freeman. And he got blown up on that play. Back at the 20. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down. And never good on a pass completion there to go the wrong way. Lost yardage.
No, for some reason, it seems to work better when you throw it downfield or you can move the ball downfield running it that way, doesn't it? But in this case, if you're the defensive guys, you're energized, executed well, and you caused a lost yardage play. That's going to feel good and look great in film.
Wentz to throw on second down. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. And it's picked up by the Patriots. And he'll bring it back to the 9-yard line. A look at the offense now here coming back out on the road for their first possession of the second half.
Why can I play your bitch ass again? I'm going to beat the shit out.
And now the offense operates in the red zone. First and goal here from the 9. And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be second down. Second down and a little ways to go here. Second and 13. They come out here in the eye. They'll give it to him right up the gut. He picks up 7 yards there, but they're still faced with a difficult third and goal here. Defensively, I think they can smell a stop ball right around the 5 here, brings up third.
And I think what they've done is they put doubt in the minds of the offensive guys. What do we do? Because now you don't have a go-to play. Either side they pick, throwing it, running it, it won't be easy.
Now Romo on third and goal. And that is incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver. And that brings up fourth down. So out comes the field goal team now for the second time here today. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. And Tucker's kick right there, it's good. And that will stretch the lead up to 13. So put another 3 on the board. And all things considered, a good opening drive here to begin the third quarter.
It sure was. I think as a head coach, you're happy to come out and put a little drive together, take the 3 points, and build on your lead.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line. And now out come the Bills. And the turnover last time, that's sort of been symptomatic of their struggles here in this one.
Big word. I like it, though, because you're exactly right.
Like that, don't you?
All game long, they've struggled moving the ball, turning it over on the last possession. Is that word again, symptomatic?
Yeah.
I like that.
Your analysis, symptomatic of the success of this broadcast.
What I like is that you gave me the word, and I just kept using it.
They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. On second down, here's Wentz. They complete it to Hill. And they're going to get this one all the way out across the 45. And a nice gain of 21 yards. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up. Throwing on first is Wentz. And Cameron has it over the middle. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 11 yards on the pickup, and it's first down, Buffalo.
Partner, it's a lot of fun watching the NFL now, isn't it? Because when the big fella runs routes, it used to be when we were kids, he'd run about 3 different routes, and that was it. Now he can run anything and catch the ball, as we just saw there.
Give him 16 on the pickup, and it'll be a Buffalo first down.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. On 1st and 10, here's Wentz. And Nelson's got it here right side. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They'll run it now out of the gun. He's going to get 4.
Pop me as in and I fuck a hoe. What you acting for? Can a row.
Man, these guys may not win this ball game, but you certainly can't fault the effort of this man here today. He's been a real thorn in their side all afternoon. And that last carry puts him over the 100-yard mark.
He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete.
Too many when I think I'm a demon.
Leads to a 1st and goal.
Shout out to the ops, the new 4-5 got him up. Shout out to the block. It'll make it nigga walk.
Nowadays.
Shout out to the block. My new 4-5 got him up. So I really hope this rap shit blow. And I really hope the deal don't know. On my mother. Your ass might get killed.
His second
on my mother.
On the season. And the Bills draw a bit closer.
But I said he never seen.
And the lead will shrink to 6.
Gotta watch out for the fish.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. So
I don't think these niggas ever seen it.
And they had 3 points last time, but they didn't want 3 points because they were well within range of scoring a touchdown. We'll see if they can do better now.
I'm with you on that one. Let's just go ahead and be frank about the whole thing. The only one happy about the 3-point
kicker.
Exactly. He put it through the post. That's going to help him the contract.
It's caught inside the 25. A big play there for New England. 53 yards. Well, we haven't been shortchanged on offense. Another fun play to watch there on the deep pass.
This game has the feel of, a Turkey Bowl, a Thanksgiving Day. You know, when we get together this year and the Davises and the Gardens get together, that's what our playbook's going to look like. Like they're drawing them up in the dirt, and so far it's working for both of them. But it was stopped on that play. He's had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to him the rest of the game.
Blunt, the lone running back. And he'll get it up the middle. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Back-to-back stops make it 3rd and 10.
And there's a nice stop for the defense. They've had a tough time containing this guy all game long, but maybe they can build a little bit off of that play, a little bit of confidence, a little bit of momentum. Yeah, every now and then you can actually tackle that guy.
Let's get it. Hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So now here comes the field goal team for the 3rd time today. On the left hash mark, this a 38-yard attempt. And Tucker's kick right there. It's good. And that will make this a 9-point lead. So that one is his 3rd of the game. Now, if you're wondering, that's only halfway to his career high, as he once had 6 field goals.
Brandon, 6? Let's hope we don't get
that was my fault. Hey, that's good. Opened up.
Touchdowns here and there.
That'd be nice. And the Bills offense comes out ready to take over. And they're going to need another score. Got one last time, but still down here.
When you're playing catch-up, every possession becomes crucial, doesn't it? It's vital. Get back out on the field. Punch it in the end zone again. They know it's not easy, but what they do have going for them, they did score the last time.
Oh my God, I messed up. Damn.
Well, now you're just saying to yourself, okay, you gave up a score last time. What adjustments do we need to make to slow them down now and get the ball back for our offense? Is it more pressure? Is it more zone? What do they have to do? They're trying to figure that out themselves.
We'll see if they can figure that out right here.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
Wentz. They'll set up the screen for Freeman. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. He lost 2, and it brings up 4th. Well, you can see what they wanted to do. They wanted to set up the screen there, but it got blown up.
It's hard to run that play if you're not getting a lot of pressure at the quarterback because the space doesn't open up. They were able to read that one and slow it down and stop it before they could get a first down.
Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the safety, Kenny Vaccaro. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
I tell you, Brandon, it seems like this guy's been all over the field so far. That's his 2nd interception of the game. And so much of playing defense in the NFL, especially when it comes to defending the pass, is all about positioning and technique. And this is fantastic work on both fronts there.
Wow.
Garrett Blunt past the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, New England. LeGarrette Blunt with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year. And the forced turnover on defense leads to 6 points.
Don't talk now.
And they'll get set here looking for the 2-point conversion. Romo going to throw for it. That's caught at the 1. And he is into the end zone to bump the lead up 2 more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This is taken at his 4. They'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line. Now the Bills offense gets ready to head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here.
Let's go! Green!
Back to the air on 2nd down. Wentz. He goes underneath to Freeman. It's a gain of 9 yards. And that is going to set up a 3rd and 1. They're going to hurry back to the line now. Wentz to throw on 3rd and 1. And he's got him. It's the tight end Cameron. 8 yards on the pickup there, and it moves the sticks.
And fits the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Wentz again here on 2nd and 10. And Nelson's got it here right side. It'll be a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll bring up what looks to be a 3rd and inches. Can't be more than a half a foot. Back now in Buffalo. The Bills have the football, but they trail here as we begin quarter number 4. And now a 10th carry for Freeman. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. On 1st down, Wentz. Hauling it in, Nelson. And he's brought down. A really nice pickup of 14 yards, and it moves the sticks.
Here we go now.
Wentz now on 1st down. And he's got his man in stride, complete. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the 1st down completion.
Obviously, this has not been a banner game throwing the football. So what you got to do, you got to kind of down focus, don't you think? Find the tight end, take some easier completions.
The interception last drive. There he hits the reliable target. That is caught by Williams for a Bills touchdown. Terrence Williams, his first touchdown on the year. And the Bills get a bit closer. And he puts it through. And after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one fielded at the 5. And he He's up across the 25 and down at the 28-yard line. Now the Patriots offense, they work their way back out onto the field. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They've got to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
A couple of Bills team up to bring him down there. And in this situation with a lead fourth quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but you know the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
Out to the flat, that's complete to his running back. They'll give him a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a third down.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So completion on second down, that brings up third. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Throwing on third down, Romo. He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15.
He is
a big
working,
play there for the Pats on third. 57 yards. And defensively, they just don't seem to have much of an answer for this passing game.
Not at all. Look at the confidence that's exhibited here. With that type of a lead, clock on their side, instead of running it, they're still throwing it, trying to pick up first down.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Patriot touchdown. LeGarrette Blount, his 3rd touchdown of the game, his 8th on the year. And the Patriots add on to their lead. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. And the Bills getting set to go. And that last drive, a long drive, but not just that. They had a great air attack going. Did they stick with that?
I would think that they would, because if they were confident enough to do it on the last drive, starting backed up in their own territory, why would you change anything? They've got to be confident about what they're presenting and continue to do so.
Yeah, because the secondary, they really looked clueless.
And that was amazing because that drive went and went, no adjustments, and no big plays by the defense to knock the ball away.
Throwing, and no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack. The 2-time Pro Bowler, Bobby Wagner, coming hard on the blitz. He dumps him for a loss of 8. Now Wentz on third down. Trying to lay one up deep. And that one incomplete. Had some position but couldn't hold on, and it brings up 4th down.
One thing I know from experience is that when the deep ball is thrown and you're the defender, you've got to fight that little bit of panic that emerges. You've got to play the ball really well. It's a 50-50 jump ball play. And guess what? They took a shot. Are you going to win it? And in this case, they managed to get it done.
Wentz going to throw. He's going to let it go again. And it is incomplete. The Bills' drive stalls out on 4th down. And the Patriots take over, and they're going to have terrific field position. And the Patriots gearing up to go now. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch-counter-punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
If you love pressure,
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up.
I want me Bodger ain't gonna win the next game. That's some shit for real, bro.
Now a battle for the football. It's caught. It's a touchdown. Dez Bryant with his 2nd TD of the game, his 6th on the year. And the Patriots add 6 to their lead. They were still throwing with a comfortable lead here late, and now that lead even more comfortable.
And your first thought is there bad blood that went into this one ahead of time, that maybe they're seeking some revenge or they just don't like them? But the other thing that always hits me is, are they worried about playoff positioning? Right? Are they worried about, do you need enough points in case there's a tiebreaker that comes into play later?
The Bills offense now, they get set to head back onto the field. And last time this unit was out here, costly turnover, and then that turned into 6 points. They've got to make amends.
And how many times have we sat in meetings with
Bro, you
coaches
some shit,
and used
bro.
the term complementary football? Offense take
When
care
it
of the
was, I'm
defense,
tired,
defense take
nigga.
care of the offense. That didn't happen on the
some
last
cold
possession.
shit.
This is a chance for them to
Go
pick
out in the
themselves
first
back
game,
up
fuck
and help
nigga.
their team.
Yeah, we'll see if they can recoup and recover.
Yeah, I bet. I bet.
Wants to throw on
What is the
second
first
down.
game, bitch?
It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Wentz going to try and throw on third. He's going to go up top again. And got his man complete. And he's going to get this down to the 35-yard line. Well, even after all those interceptions, he's not deterred, still confident to go deep at work there.
I think all the old rules about playing that position still apply. If things go wrong, you still act like you're the best player out on the field. You still carry that supreme arrogance with you and continue to fire the ball. I've seen guys have games like this, and this is where you find out if you're great or not. Can you overcome some interceptions and still lead your team to victory?
And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. They get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues.
And that's a nice pickup of a first down on that second down run. And at that yardage gain, they can run that play on any down.
Sets up the screen to Lewis. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Wentz throwing on second down. This will be caught at about the 5. It's a good gain of 11, sets him up first and goal. And with that last play, he's now up over that 300-yard mark. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Buffalo. Dion Lewis, his 11th touchdown of the year. And the Bills cut into that lead. When you talk about a battle being won in the trenches, that touchdown right there, a lot of credit to the offensive lineman.
Yeah, when you watch them surge across the front, they really created great space for the runner to get in.
Yeah, after the touchdown, here's Bryant now to kick it away. This one taken from the 7. And nice work on the return as they'll start their drive just past the 30-yard line. The Patriot offense now set to come back out onto the field. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. And they'll go on the ground. And he'll get this up to about the 40. 8 yards on the ground there, and now they're looking at a 3rd and 2.
Extra DB on the field for the Bills here on 3rd down.
Yeah, maybe thinking pass. Romo now to throw. And this is going to be incomplete. He was looking for his tight end, Jacob Tammy, there. And now it's 4th down. Here's Pat McAfee now. On for his second punt. He'd take a repeat of his first. He steps into this one, and this is a rocket. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Buffalo offense now as they get set to take over here. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
And quickly, they get to the line. Now Wentz. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. The first-time All-Pro in 2015, Khalil Mack, in there to get him for sack number 9 now on the year. On 3rd and long, it's Wentz. He's going to let it fly. And a shot taken on 3rd down, unsuccessful. 4th down now.
Well, he bounced up after taking a sack and took a shot downfield. I think a lot of us thought maybe he'd run draw in that situation. Instead, tried to get it all back in one play.
Yeah, 3rd and long, thought he needed the deep pass, couldn't connect it.
Maybe he was hoping for a penalty downfield to give them the yardage they needed.
Now Wentz. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. They had to go for it with such little time remaining.
You're not going to win that game.